Hey, I did a project all by myself. It took a lot of time and about $140, but I wanted to completely redo, that's Daisy, wanted to completely redo my storm door and my main door. It was looking really, really rough. Lots of years of wear and tear, and it needed an upgrade. So I tried to do something on my own. My mom gave me a Lowe's gift card for Christmas to accomplish this project, and it is finished. So watch the video or not, I don't care. I just thought that I would give myself some confidence and maybe somebody else to try something. I don't even know what tools are called. So if you're like me, maybe you'll find this video confidence building. Enjoy. I'm making this video in hopes that it'll give somebody else some confidence in home repairs. If you're like me, you don't have a man in your life, all the small things that are broken just drive you crazy, and some are harder to fix than others. So for 3 years since we've lived in this house, I've wanted to redo these doors anyway, because they're horrible, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. But the main thing is the handle broke on the storm door. And so for Christmas, I asked my mom for a gift card in order to fix this. But I hate the color of paint as well. And I know that before I put or attempt to put this new handle I've bought on this door, I should paint it. But it's really cold today. I'm not feeling great. Got too much sugar in my system. Need to flush all that out. But anyway, so here's my front door redo 2020. I hope I can do it. I'm not a perfectionist, and that's a big problem, because then I think, I can live with that, but then it irritates me. So let's see what happens. So this is what I'm talking about. The handle broke a couple weeks ago, and so we just had a piece of fabric hanging in here that's tied that we can pull it open, but you can see the paint is really chipped on here. And oh no, I didn't notice the gold. Ugh, I bought silver. Anyway, we're still gonna roll with silver. I'll have to replace that later, but it's just, there's a lot of moisture that gets through. You can see it on the glass, and I don't know. First step is to get it painted so that I can replace this handle. I'll just go ahead and show you how bad everything is. So see, they just flopped paint over this trim so it stays dirty and it peels. And then this is the door. Ugh. They had a rusted kick plate there that I took off that was too small for the door. It's just yuck. And every time I come in my front door, this is what I see. And this, she's pretty cute. Excuse the mess, I'm cleaning out. So the first thing I need to do is take this gold kick plate off, or I don't even know if that's called a kick plate, but anyway, I gotta take this off. Because number one, I'm going with silver, and number two, I need to paint. All right, so I literally just unscrewed it. It was screwed in twice, and then I can just pull it off. Yay. Okay, I really struggled with you guys on videos when you're explaining how to do things, because I do know that I first, before I paint, need to clean this really well. But I was trying to figure out with what. I ended up buying a metal brush at Lowe's, but now I'm like, after researching, figuring out that I'm not really supposed to use metal because it will do away with the finish and allow it to rust, because this is a metal door frame. So it has said use soapy water. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the soap and water worked really good. I've got it all cleaned off where I'm gonna paint. The only place I don't have it ready is this doorstep. I think it's gonna need some patching because there's just some chunks missing out of it. Plus, I think I can scrub this off to reveal metal again, because some guy just painted over it. But anyway, it's clean. I'm gonna let it dry. We'll take this off just for ease of painting, I think. And then I'm gonna take this off for ease of painting. That went with the old door lock. I discovered this part wasn't even painted. So, let's see. All right, so my door is clean. I thought about skipping this step, but it was recommended to me at Lowe's, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If it's wasteful, go ahead and comment below. But this is Kills, so this is essentially a base coat before I put my paint on. This is a quart. I think it was like $10. So, you know, $10 is pretty tight for me, but that's what I'm going to use. So this is, make sure you get the exterior if you're painting outside. Interior would be for inside. And then I have my little paint bucket that I always use. I have a paintbrush. And these are neat because you can put the clear plastic thing on the bottom and then just throw this part out when you're ready to start using your paint color. But for my kilns, this one will do. And then this is a paint can key. You can use a regular key to open up a can of paint. I'm gonna give it a good shake. But essentially, these are like 50 cents at the store. And what you do is you take the lip part, and you put it underneath this first portion, and then you just crank it all the way around. I guess that's the word. Until you can take the lid off. See how easy that is? All right, so this is the Kills. So we're gonna put one layer on and let it dry. All right, so didn't take long. Got one coat of Kills on the door. I didn't do this bottom bar. It's going to take a little more work, and I'm just trying to get to where I can put the handle on right now. So when I have some more time to concentrate, I'll do that. But notice the weather stripping's looking pretty bad. That's this stuff right here. But I can replace that later, I hope. I will find out. Anyway, storm door is first. All right, when you're ready to close any can of paint, you just flip the lid back on and you just hammer it around. It'll be good for when I'm ready to do my main door. This is the paint I used on the storm door. It's in the color of Oyster. Day one is complete. I got the storm door trim cleaned, and I put a coat of Kills on it, and then I put one coat of Oyster paint and had to stop there because it got dark. So success of day two has been getting all the painting done on the storm door. So now it just has to dry, and then tomorrow we can try to put the new handle on it. What I'm dealing with today is on the stupid door. I had a command hook here, and I guess the moisture from the exterior came in, and it has created this hot mess. So careful with your command hooks where moisture goes. Would this be easy or would it not? So, per usual, there's a hang up. Let me show you. So in these door handles, everything's been going fine. This flat spindle, because of the size of my door, has to be cut right where I've drawn this black line. And it's metal, and I don't have anything to cut it with. Thankfully, I was able to get in touch with friends that live right down the road, and the cavalry arrived to show me what I was doing wrong. All right, thanks to my friend, Brian Abernathy, who came and showed me how to cut that. I'll show y'all in a second. I have a working handle on my door now. Now, I made one mistake. Don't laugh at me. But somehow I didn't get this screw flush. And by the time I realized I needed to back it out, I had stripped it. So it's stuck. And what this means is that when I put the stripe plate on the inside of the door, it would not shut because that screw sticks out too much. So I have decided to just leave the stripe plate off because the screw is stripped and I don't know what else to do. But it locks, which is really awesome because we haven't had that since we moved in the house. Because the old one, excuse Judge Judy. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, yay! Had my cheerleader helping me. We got a handle. Okay, what he essentially showed me is all you need is 2 good pliers, I think. But you would just, this is not it, but this is not the flat spindle, but you just hold it with 1 plier, really, really secure. And then you take the other tool, which is, these are pinchers, I don't know. And you just pull it until it breaks that way. So you don't actually need something hot to cut it or anything. So there you go, girls, give it a shot. All right, so now that I got mostly a working handle and a painted door frame, this golden piece, I don't know if you remember, I took it off the bottom there. You can see the difference in the bottom of the door. I have to put this back on or else I'm gonna be losing a lot of air. I went to Lowe's and guess what? This is old. They don't make these anymore. And I could not figure out how to make the new ones that they make work. So I compromised and bought spray paint. It was like $6, but it's too cold to spray paint today. It has to be 50 degrees and it's 40. So I've done all I can do for the day. All right, this is day 4 of my project. Actually, well, I couldn't work on it yesterday, but day 4 of actually doing something. It is yuck outside, so I will not be painting my beautiful door today. I will have to reserve that for tomorrow. But what I do feel like I can do is paint this white trim. So this is the new paint for the storm door that I just did, but look how bad all this looks. So I've cleaned both this door and all the trim around the door frame, and I'm going to paint that today and let it dry for the day. And then all I will have to do tomorrow is get rid of this color. I actually did not think about getting white paint because I knew I had some in my cabinet. So you can save your paint from other projects, but store them inside, because if you store them outside, they'll be no good, or anywhere where the temperature changes drastically. So store it inside in a closet somewhere and you can reuse it for small jobs like this. And don't be tempted to think that you don't need to put your painting clothes on just to do quick trim around a door frame, because very quickly your most comfy little sweater will have paint on it. I'm really excited. It's painting day. Oh, hush. But the first thing I'm going to do is get everything away from the door, put something under it, and sweep really good because of her. She sheds like crazy, and I don't want any dog hair in my paint. So I'm going to sweep really, really well and prep everything and get started. First is kills. I'm going to do 2 layers this time because the color is important on this door to me. Okay, I have found that just a little bit of prep work makes it actually easier when you do it. So I cleaned the door yesterday really, really well. It's dry now, so that's a good thing. And then I just taped off the edges that I didn't want to get my kills and my blue paint on. And I watched a painting video from a professional who said that when you put the tape, if you don't want to take your hardware off, which I did not, leave a little space. You can see the silver coming through right there, because when you pull the tape off, it might pull paint with it, and you don't want to pull it off the door. If paint gets on the silver thing, you can easily scrape it off. So that's what I did. I also left excess color, if you look down, excess tape, I'm sorry, here, because I just tend to drip. I'm a messy painter. So layer 1 of kills, here it goes. Okay, got the second layer of kills on there. I also took the time to touch up with a tiny paintbrush some of the areas that were missed, and the silver plate is silver, waiting to go on. I think that it looks really good, silver there. I needed it on there, and now it matches the rest of the hardware. It's today, it's Blue Day. I'm so excited. Here's the color. Isn't it pretty? Yay! Here's my blue door. Got the hardware on. It was a little tricky. So the problem I had with the hardware was getting the screws in this metal door was difficult. And I had a mighty battle on my hands because I was doing it by myself. If I'd had somebody to help me hold it while I did it, it probably would have been easier. And it looks like after watching a video on putting on this kick plate that I'm supposed to drill pilot holes for that too. But I do not have the thing that goes on the end of the drill to do that. So I'll just give it my best shot. It does have holes already in it, but that was for a much smaller kick plate. So I'm hoping to cover all that up with this bigger one. Lord be with me. All right, so I've got it taped on. I've got the plastic pulled down so I can put the holes in. I estimated, because you know, that's just how I roll. Hard part is the screws. They say to start from the middle and work our way out. Without a pilot hole, it's gonna be hard, so. It's not the easy way. It's going okay. I got the top layer done. Working on the bottom. The hard line way. Look, she looking over my shoulder like she gonna help. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I did it! Yay! By far the easiest part of the project and the one I was the most worried about. But anyway, here is the finished product. Now, keep in mind that this part is still not done and I need a new mat and all that stuff, but we're kind of in colder weather and that's just gonna have to wait a little bit. For those of you who want to know, it cost me about $140 to do this project. So here's the breakdown. The most expensive things being the handle lock set for the storm door and the new kick plate that I bought. Thankfully, my mom provided me a Lowe's gift card for Christmas, and it's taking care of most of this. I still have the bottom to finish. But it'll have to wait till Saturday because work starts again first thing in the morning. Thanks for watching.